In other professional sports, during the 70s especially, there were chapels happening in football and in baseball and in golf and basketball, and we began to think that they should happen in hockey as well. And Doug Jarvis, who was a member of the Canadiens at the time, and David Forbes with the Boston Bruins and myself met with the executive vice president of the Hockey League, Brian O'Neill, and presented our chapel program to him in 1979. In that year, we began chapel services in the National Hockey League.
It gives us the opportunity to speak into the lives of some hockey players because we know what it's like and what some of the challenges are that they face. And we get a chance to speak into their lives and walk alongside of some of them as they will allow us to.
We try to meet with them on a weekly basis, and if we can't connect in a chapel, we try to just reach out to them via text or phone or sometimes a lunch meeting.
And for me personally, it was nice because lots of hockey teams and lots of hockey players aren't Christians. They don't come from Christian families. And it's nice to have at least a once a week thing where you're actually interacting with a fellow Christian and having that background and having some support there.
When we do have an opportunity to meet, it's just about a 15-minute talk about life and what the Bible says about different principles and concepts that they're dealing with.
Having that ability each week to have a routine, maybe on a Tuesday or a Monday or something, where guys can get together and get in the Word and kind of just, get that fellowship time. It's so important as an athlete to have that, and I know I'm very grateful for the time that I had doing it.
It's been great just to have that, to meet with other guys, other hockey players, and also to meet with a solid Christian person that can kind of lead us, and it's been great for us.
And in many cases, we're dealing with young people who are away from home.
That was a big thing, especially being so young, and that was my first year away from my family.
So the chaplain fulfills really a need that they have for a mentor, an older person, someone they can respect and trust, and believe that they're telling them the truth about life, a life that they were created to live.
No matter what, at the end of the day, regardless if you're playing well or you're not playing or whatever's happening, the Lord's there and He has a plan for you, and you can just stay strong in your faith, and I think it helps. That takes a little bit of the pressure off of being a professional athlete.
HMI through chapel programs will help players in that, and that's why it's really important that we have chapel programs in junior hockey, because that's where a lot of times where they're faced for the first time with all these questions, with all these decisions, and where there's not that safety net anymore.
It was at that chapel program that I went to with many of my teammates where I had lots of questions about who God was, because I come from a religious background. But it was at that chapel program that afternoon, back in March of 1980, where I embraced Christ for the very first time.
We've seen some tremendous things happen through the years at the pro level, college level, junior level, really at all levels of hockey, where players have encountered Christ, their lives have changed, they've impacted their families, and it's just been most rewarding.